know.
Oh,
I
I
wish we could have
really,
got together yesterday
oh,
morning, but
dude,
I
I
had something
wish.
come up.
Well, and I didn't get to bed until like 3 a.m. because of the election, dude. That was insane. I stayed up for every last minute of it.
A lot of
Even
people I
even
know did, and they were
even the very
jumped
final ending
yesterday.
of Donald Trump, the one thing you want to see at the very, very end when he starts going like this. If you see this, if you see Donald Trump doing that, you know that it's the very end of the event.
Oh
That's
my
the end of the
God.
day. That's
Right?
that's Oh,
Wow.
dude, how
So
crazy of an election was that, man? Seriously.
pretty wild. Definitely pretty wild. So hopefully, they everybody can work on uniting and unifying the country because
Totally.
we were getting so divided.
Yep.
And if you're on the losing side, you would be saying, well, you wouldn't be saying that if you guys lost. And I'm sure there's some truth to that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But everybody just, I mean, it's the few that, to me, have the issues. And that's what the press promotes, that. But
Yep.
who knows? I'm just, I'm excited to see what the next 4 years are going to bring us.
I
Not
think it's
just
going
in
to be
our
great.
country, but internationally around the world. So
I think
we'll have to wait and
economically
see,
it's going to
though.
be better. But dude, most importantly, what I'm excited about is that there just feels like there's unity more than ever.
Yes,
That's how I feel. The American people have spoken. I mean, it was overwhelming how much the people have spoken. So I feel like
I
there's
know.
unity. And then the other thing too is, and this is the whole point of this video today, I think, is that, dude, I think that we potentially actually have our first crypto president.
President,
Dude, I'm like
right?
so pumped about that.
So Rikaswamy or whatever.
Vivek Ramaswamy.
Yes, thank you. I butchered his name. So sorry.
That's fine.
Um, I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to be one of Trump's appointments to one of his
Yep,
cabinet positions.
I agree.
And so I don't know. I think this is and Gary Gensler, whatever the sec head, he's probably gone.
Yeah, dude, there's gonna be a lot of
Oh
trimming.
my, oh my goodness.
There's gonna be a lot of
Right.
trimming.
So,
Holy
uh,
crap.
and I just thought of one thing, just before we get into any charts and price predictions and any of that. Cody and I are not financial advisors, and this is
Definitely
not
not.
financial advice. We're just
No.
here having some fun and talking about stuff we like to talk about.
Yes, and one of my favorite things to talk about is how we're gonna create a better ecosystem for the adoption of cryptocurrency. And I really
No,
do think that Donald Trump is going to do that. So initially, just kind of like taking a little bit of a historical look from Donald Trump's like initial opinions of cryptocurrency, it sounded really bad. And this was like what? I want to say this was actually,
2016.
yes, it
No,
was. It was even later than that too. I
the
think actually
2020 election.
it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
and there was some pretty negative things that he had to say about it. And a lot of articles that came out where he didn't really care. He's like, I don't really know if I like that, blah, blah.
So
But
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Cody.
well, no, I'm just, the whole purpose behind that and why he said that was because he wanted to protect the sovereignty of the United States dollar. And that's all
Yes,
he was thinking about was that. And that was, and he just, and I think once he finally got into running with some
Elon
much,
Musk.
yeah, oh my word, Elon
Well,
Musk,
but
Vivek
I think
Ramaswamy,
he didn't
Robert
he
F.
didn't
Kennedy.
right. He didn't know what crypto was about. He
Right,
didn't understand it. So first thing is I'm just gonna, not like it and just back the US dollar because that's me.
right.
And from 2020 to 2024, he educated himself on crypto and its possibilities and capabilities, and it's the future.
Yes, exactly. And there was actually one statement that he made. Um, I think it was I forget which particular rally it was for crypto, but there was one statement that he made was he said, I think he said crypto could be our only hope. And I'm like, wait, what?
What?
Like, why would you say
What?
that? What that is a statement. Like, holy crap. So really quick, um, let's see. Oh, and then the other thing too was is that I think he had his first actual crypto experience. I mean, I think he's always I'm sure that he's got a team of people in the Trump administration
Oh yeah.
that invested in cryptocurrency, and he
Oh,
probably was a holder of
right.
whatever. But
I would say at least one of his kids got involved in crypto.
right, yeah, exactly. So, um,
Do you see how tall Barron is? Holy
yeah, supposedly
smokes.
he's like 6'8", 6'9". Yeah, that
So
man's a very tall dude.
I know. So
Yeah,
I mean, I looked this morning and do a search, latest Bitcoin predictions. And the first thing that pops up on my screen says Bitcoin overview. Our most recent Bitcoin price forecast indicates that its value will increase by 12.5% and reach 83,000 by November 8th, 2024. That's tomorrow.
dude, that's crazy. Yeah, and by the way,
Right?
for the record, during this election, especially during the forecasting of the votes, we hit an all-time high with Bitcoin, I think.
We did, and it's made it even got higher than that since too.
Yeah,
Yesterday it got
exactly.
up
But
to
that
like
was like
76,500.
it's just how crazy is it that we actually hit the all-time high? So there is definitely an influence. And actually this is something I would love to look at for the charts if you wanted to bring it up at some point was the election, I believe in the election in 2016. Does it look similar to this election?
All right, hold on one sec. Let me
Because that was amazing to watch. I can't believe how exciting that was to watch the charts do that. Yeah, so well, and before you pull up those charts, I'm going to show you this. Or I'll let you have some time to do that. So, this was an article. It says Trump wins ignites crypto frenzy that sends Bitcoin to a record high. So this was during that. And so yeah, right here is saying that Trump was previously a skeptic but changes his mind and embraces cryptocurrency ahead of the election. He has pledged to make America the crypto capital
of the planet of the
of
planet
the planet, dude, and create um a strategic reserve for
a bit.
Bitcoin.
That's
His
the same as
campaign
like a
accepts,
gold.
yeah, yeah. And this is what we kind of talked about,
Yeah.
in a previous live was is it possible, and this might be a dramatic explanation of what he might mean by this, but is it possible that we actually do utilize crypto as a backing for the value of the United States dollar? I mean, like that
I
would be
mean,
insane.
well, look how much gold we have. By far, the US is the largest holder of gold in the world.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
second place person's not even close. We have like almost 9,000 tons of gold, something like that. The
yeah,
next closest country, I think, has like 2,500 tons. Not
yeah,
even close. Not even close. I think the US has more gold than the other nine in the top 10
yeah.
combined.
That's yeah.
So I could
So
see, especially with Trump, I could see him thinking we need to have the most Bitcoin in the world. Like I wouldn't be surprised at some point the US has like, 1 million Bitcoin or something.
well, and the other thing too is that's really awesome is
I
that
don't know that high, but that might be far-fetched. But that's
well,
no,
the other thing,
that's
no,
cool. I really like that little paragraph there.
well, it is. And so the other thing too is like, he experienced,
His family members. I'm sorry, we didn't even finish the rest of that
well, he his
in July.
he experienced crypto on an actual use case level for his campaign. So like I mean, it says right here that um his campaign accepted donations in cryptocurrency.
Yeah, he launched World Liberty Financial, a new venture with
Yeah.
family members to trade cryptocurrencies.
Yeah. No, he's experienced it firsthand on what like the beauties of it. So Bitcoin is one of those assets that was always going to soar, obviously, as we know. If Trump returns to the White House, which he is going to, um, said, I don't know who Russ Mould is, but investment director of the AI or AJ Bell and British online investment platform. After uh, touching its new high, the market is now speculating about when, not if, it will smash through 100,000, which is what you were just talking about. He said, and then Trump already declared his love for the digital currency. Crypto traders now have a new narrative in which to give more excited about where the price could go. So, anyways, I'm pumped about it. I actually
Oh,
think
I
that
am
we
so pumped.
I actually think we do have what you would call the first actual cryptocurrency president of the United States. I mean, how exciting is
How
that?
else? It's super exciting. How else can you explain it? You can't, there's no other way to state that.
No, there really isn't. So
So,
this is a very historical thing. Bitcoin all-time high during the election, first crypto president. Wow.
right.
So, dude, I'm all about the charts, man. You wanna pop something up on
That's what
that?
I'm doing right now.
Yep. Dude, wow. It's starting to feel like 2017 all over again.
Right. All right. So here is the chart. So
Look at
this is
that.
all of Bitcoin data, right?
Yeah.
So monthly candle wicks. Yeah, look at that. Is right. Here was the bull flag, little flag here, and now it just broke above the flag. Who knows how high we're going? 100,000 is the next stop. But I think my 207,000 is looking pretty good at the peak. But that's me just
Wow.
personally. So here we are. You wanted to look at 2016 election?
Well, I just want to compare it from
All right.
like what we're looking at today versus 2016
Okay. So
because
I'll
I do
do it.
think that it is just interesting to me how it does seem like regardless of it being positive or
Right.
negative in the narrative of crypto during the election, it seems like it still takes off during the election regardless, the United States election,
Right. So here's the election. It just happened. So we'll go back to,
which is looking just beautiful. The whole market is starting to look up now.
oh, I know.
I was really enjoying looking at my portfolio the other
Man,
night.
I know. It was definitely trying to wear you out though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. But there's definitely been a lot of green the past 48 hours, depending on where you look.
Here we go. Yes, definitely a lot of green. So
And
here is
17 was obviously the massive boom. So, but I was just curious, in correlation to our current stance today, what we
so
could be
all right,
looking at.
I see what you're saying. I'm trying to get Bitcoin was so cheap back then. Oh my God.
I know.
Imagine if we bought it, so much of it then. I mean, we were buying it back then,
Dude,
but
we've gone up like
but I was getting in and out of
77%.
it, in and out of it. I should have just been buying, you know,
Well, we've
I
gone up
thought,
like 77 to 80% just this year anyways, too,
I
which
know.
is
All
once
right.
again the silent bull run.
So here's Monday, November 7th, 2016,
Look at
right?
that, dude.
So that means the
Oh, dude.
next day was the election. So this
Yeah.
week was the election week. This is the election week wick. All
So
right,
it's
hold on.
very, very, very similar. So, man,
Right.
dude, look at
Hold on. I'm
that.
trying to get. So this right here is the election. This one right here. That's the
Yeah.
election week, right? And then from here, well, let's just go. Now I gotta. Wow. So from the election week, yeah, roughly here, to that was June. Ah, hold on. Sorry, I have to.
No, it's good. Yeah,
Oh,
but it's
yeah, I'm
showing
trying to.
it's
Let me just.
showing that
It's just up from here.
yeah, it's just and honestly, dude, I seriously okay, and can we give a little bit more um just I want to give a little bit more foundation for this too. Not just this election. We're also in line. Why are we talking about 2016? It's not just the election of 2016. There's another element here that I think is really important for the foundation of this whole thing.
Yes, Trump
We're
won that election.
Well, it's not just that. It's also the Bitcoin halving. Okay, the Bitcoin halving took place in 2000. 2015, right? Or no, it
No,
was
to
2000,
2016.
2016. 2016. We just had our Bitcoin halving, okay? This past 2024, earlier this year. Okay, so, and then there was the election right after the Bitcoin halving in 2016. Here we are now just
Right.
having the election right after the Bitcoin halving in 2024. I seriously think that those two single foundations alone are going to be indicators as to the potential
But
massive growth of
so,
this upcoming bull
but
run.
the halving happens every election year,
Yeah, I know it does. I'm just saying,
right?
like, it's not
So I'm
just the
going back.
United
So
States of
when was the
America
halving in
election, it's
2020?
also the halving. That's like the primary foundation behind, that's the little,
Right.
that's
So the halving was in
there's your hint.
2020,
Yeah,
right? So then the election, it was probably right here. I got to get a little more, right? So that was the election right there that week. So let me see. I don't think, and a Democrat, well, the Democratic Party won the election. I don't know. Let me see. And then it went up. It peaked at 2021 there, 408%.
yeah,
Granted, I know as Bitcoin grows, those astronomical gains get smaller and smaller, but in 2016, they are over 2,200% gain from Bitcoin
yeah.
from the election to its peak. And then we're at 408% in 2020 election. So are we going to see, is it just see if we just go 400% from its current price? It just matched the gain of 2020,
I mean, yeah, that would be,
right? So
yeah, that'd be wild.
here we are right now. So that would put it at roughly like $350,000.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to make that kind of a
Now if we
bounce.
did half that
Yeah.
at 200%,
Can you imagine that? That would be so
that's the
crazy.
213,000. And that's where I was thinking. I was thinking, 207,000. That's where I think it's going to end up right in there.
Yeah.
Right. And then we're going to see it definitely. I think it's going to be still volatile. It's going to chop down. And then the bull run of 2029. I think that's where we probably see
Yeah.
Bitcoin going over $1 million.
Yeah. I actually think
I
that
don't
that
know.
is a very,
Something along
very,
those lines. So
and
it
that
lines
that'll
up
be
beautifully with my retirement.
that. Wow.
Right. So, but here, I'm going to still show you just the regular Bitcoin chart. What's going on?
And that'll be the year that JD Vance runs.
2028. Who
Yeah.
knows? A
Right.
lot can happen. So here we are. Look how long that thing was going sideways for a while from, March, pretty much, yeah, April till now, it's stuck in that channel. But now
Yeah.
here we are. Look at that. That thing broken out. Look at this wick.
The
No
election pump
downside.
right
It
there.
it opened at its low of the day,
Yeah.
right? And it pretty much covered its whole price range. Very small wick at the top. To
Yeah.
me, our next daily wick is gonna, that's the 80. Wow, could it be 83,000 today? I mean, are we gonna have, I mean, say we had that wick, same size as this one, or even a little bigger. Whoops.
It's highly possible. I mean,
So
at
that's
this
six
at
and a
this
half
point,
percent. Say we have
we're
a ten
just it's
percent
all
wick,
new highs now. Like we've gotten above the clouds. Like we
right?
are we are in totally new territory.
Right.
Insane.
I mean, that's it. That's what they're thinking. They're thinking today's going to be a 10% gain, right?
Can
10%.
you believe that?
That's that overview I read at the beginning of the video. That's the
Yeah.
83,000, right? 10%. We're going to have a 10% wick today. 10% candle.
Now, how about the Bitcoin dominance? The question is
So that
Bitcoin?
actually went down because I
Yep,
think the altcoins are
they're
excited
pumping.
too.
They are pumping, and they're pumping harder than Bitcoin. And I do, yeah, dude. We might actually be entering into altcoin season. It is highly, highly possible. And yeah,
See
it's
what happened? The whole market got excited about what happened with the election.
look
Not
at
just
that.
Bitcoin. And
Look
you
at that
see
drop.
Bitcoin has a 6% gain. We're going to show you, I'll show you some altcoins that probably had like 30% gains yesterday.
Yeah.
Crazy. But you can see, so even though Bitcoin went up in price, its dominance, I mean, spiked down to, you know, went down quite a bit. Right now it's
Yep.
at, what is it at? Like uh 60% right now. It peaked up. Yeah, so I mean, this right here, that must have been when the altcoins pumped. But it
Yep.
looks like it's turning around a little bit. But we'll see. Maybe it's gonna just do another little bull flag here and go up a little higher. That's probably what's gonna happen when it goes up to the 83. We'll see that today. That would be great. We'll see
Can
what
you
happens.
imagine that?
I know. And then
Can you imagine that we're actually more than likely, it's probably more than likely that we're going to see a six-figure Bitcoin before the end of the year. Can you
yeah,
believe that?
that's
Can you
fantastic.
freaking believe that?
That
Dude,
is
we have been
awesome.
talking about this for so long. I mean, we've literally been going about this for oh, like 7 years, 6 years talking about this.
$100,000 Bitcoin, right?
$100,000 Bitcoin. I want to see the six figure, man. I want to see it.
So altcoin market minus Ethereum spiked 8.5%. It had a big open to close candle wick of a little over 6%. That's the
Yeah,
altcoin without Ethereum. I'll add Ethereum in there. Look at that with Ethereum in there. Look at that freaking candle,
dude.
right?
So just to clarify, a Bitcoin six figure number is about a $2 trillion market cap, I believe, just in Bitcoin alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Wild. Absolutely wild.
right. So here's the total market. Oh yeah, I had some lines through it. Oh yeah, we were just talking about this. We had to have been, right?
Hey, if you guys are
Right.
watching the live, smash the like button.
Oh
Let us
yeah,
know if
leave
you
a
guys are
comment.
pumped. Are you guys pumped about what's happening with crypto? Are you guys excited that Donald Trump, what we believe is the first crypto president of the United States, is now officially going to be inaugurated as the president of the United States 2024?
Look at this. So it just broke out of its bull flag. This
Yeah.
is the total market. So the next resistance is total market cap of like 3 trillion.
Good
So
lord.
I think if Bitcoin hits 100,000 by the end of the year,
Yeah.
it's going to be a $3 trillion market all day long. It's going to bust through that. And then we're
Insane.
probably going to see some chop in January and February or February, March timeframe where it's like goes up and it'll come back down and go sideways for a little bit. And then we'll see the last big push for 2025. Who knows? I don't know.
2025, man, that is going to be the golden
You
year of crypto, that's for
you think
sure.
a $10 trillion market cap's in play?
I think that at least a five is, and I only say that just because I don't know if I can really
We'll have to wait
fathom
and see how
the
much.
idea of a single year doing a 5x of a total market cap or,
Well, let's go back and look.
oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Holy crap, man. Oh, dude.
Right.
That's
So
a
here,
significant growth in multiple
anything.
X. Yeah.
Right. So here's the election. Right there.
Oh my gosh, man. That's
I mean, that was total. This is total market cap. That was 712% growth.
yeah, yeah, but that's you're looking at to 2022, right?
No, this is the election of Monday 2020 to the peak of the bull market
Oh
in
my gosh.
2021.
7x, dude.
That's a 7x.
We did a 7x.
Yes. So even if we do half that,
Yeah, I guess 5x is in play.
right? So
If
even if we do half the 7x,
yeah,
hold on, I gotta. give me some room here.
I'm just trying to imagine how much money that is.
But institutional, big money's involved now. We got Bitcoin ETFs, Ethereum ETFs. Who knows what other ETF they're going to create? They might have like a sector ETF where they have a bunch of different um, gaming tokens or a bunch of different AI tokens or a bunch of different DeFi tokens and making like a group ETF. Who knows what they're going to do?
Do you
The
think
ETFs
having,
have been established. I think this is the big time for this is the bull run for the investments. The big corporations, big money
yeah,
is
I
getting
agree with
in.
that. Yeah.
So,
Like
and
the
then
officially, like it's not a speculative thing. It's actually officially that's what's
happening,
happening now. Yes.
right?
And I think that there is a ridiculous amount of money. I mean, you have massive platforms, ETFs, you have BlackRock. I mean, all these different things that have massive, massive billions of dollars invested in the crypto markets. I
I
agree with you
mean,
on that
it
100%. Yes.
it a 3x. So if we do less than half of what the performance was in the last bull market,
Yeah.
a 3x over the next year would put us at 10 trillion,
Dude, I'm just that I'm
right?
trying to
So
fathom that number because the
I
thing
think that's
is
possible.
we're, we're
I think that's more you know what? I think that's likely. That's me.
yeah, no,
Again,
I know that it's inevitable. I'm just trying to think about the likeliness of it in the near future. And
right.
then the other thing too is to give you a perspective of that number. I mean, that's a third of our United States debt. That's a lot of freaking market
Money,
cap. Yes,
right? So now just
that's
say
that's like
I
three
like
presidential administrations spending, money. Like it's literally
so
a
so
decade
now
of spending money in the presidency.
right? So now say we do a 5x from its price right now. That
Yeah.
puts it at 14.5 billion, right? And say for some unknown reason, because Trump has the US buying like as much Bitcoin as it can with all its confiscated money from other bust and whatever else and putting it all into Bitcoin or something.
Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah.
if that happened, or who knows, something really happens, regulations get in place that the big money like and it takes off. I don't know. But say we do that 700x that we did last time. That's going to put us just under a $20 trillion market cap.
Yeah.
But you know what? Bitcoin could do most of that itself. What happens if Bitcoin does shoot to a $500,000?
Oh,
Right? That alone will make Bitcoin's market cap probably like at nine trillion,
can you imagine that? Can you freaking imagine that?
right? And just say the altcoins can match that. Here we are, 18
Who
trillion.
even knows with the altcoins? I mean, at this point, I just think that probably just being in the top 10, investing in the top 10 altcoins, you're going to be just fine if you have playing around with numbers like that.
Well, you got to be careful, I think, because I wish I had.
No,
I haven't figured
seriously,
out.
think
Like,
about
go
it. I mean,
back
dude,
and
actually,
look at the top 10 and 20. In 2020, November of 2020, and
yeah,
see
and
what
compare
those
it to
top
this time
10.
around. Yeah, but that's also
It's
like
totally different.
it is, but you're looking at it also from if you look at it from the perspective of 2016 or no, 2017 to 2018 versus this year into 2025, yeah, I mean, you're probably going to see a change in the top 10 that's going to be like, holy crap,
Oh, the
that's
top 20
massive
too.
difference.
I mean, the top
But,
100 is totally
but,
different.
I mean, let's just, no, hold on. Just like before because I know we got to hop off here in a second, but before we do it,
All right.
let's just compare this really quick. Okay. We'll compare this even now, even now.
That sounds fantastic. Let's do it.
Okay. Bitcoin, obviously,
Number
was a
one.
part of the top 10,
Yes.
2016. Ethereum was obviously part of the 2010. I'm sorry, 2016 top
Yes.
10. I don't know if Tether was. It
No.
doesn't matter. That's a
No, it
stable coin.
wasn't.
Solana
Nope.
was not.
Nope.
Solana was not.
Nope.
BNB was, I
In two,
believe.
in 2020, are we doing 2020?
No, you're right. 2000. Okay. Well, okay.
2016.
Let's do 2016 because that's what we've been
All
talking
right.
about.
All right.
Okay. So
Bitcoin,
that wasn't.
Ethereum. Okay. That wasn't. XRP
USD
was.
XRP was actually, as a
Yes.
matter of fact, XRP at one point became number 2
Right.
in 2016.
No.
Dogecoin was not. Okay. Tron was
Was it?
it was playing around. It was flirting in the top 10. I think it was
All right.
11, 12, and then it went to 10 and it was back and forth. Okay.
Yeah.
Cardano was, I think, number 4, maybe number 5.
Yeah. And
Okay.
that's it.
So that's it. So what are we missing here? We're missing two kinds of coins. We are missing the meme coins and we are missing the stable coins.
Yep.
Other than that, we have maintained top 10
No.
status.
Well, Solana's not a meme coin, and neither is BNB.
Well, that's true. Be okay, so yeah, you're also looking at a
Right?
what do you call that? I guess an exchange
What
coin.
what's number 10? And
Cardano.
oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Man,
Yeah.
that's still around, huh?
We're doing a pretty damn good job as far as maintaining, the top 10 coins. Now, but at the same time, what you're saying makes absolute sense. It makes absolute sense.
Right.
And I do think that, like yeah, my point is like the main
So,
coins that are sticking around, the main coins are the ones that are the DApp making coins. The first generation coins, the coin like Ethereum, Tron, like
but
platform coins.
a lot of other coins are getting replaced with newer
Yes.
code, newer,
Yeah. Yeah.
blockchain.
But I'm not worried if you're invested in ETH, if you're invested in Bitcoin, if you're invested, in
Even if you have like,
I can't believe Tron,
stable
dude.
coins sitting USDC sitting on Coinbase and you're getting 5% return on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Right?
not. I know that you and I are not a huge fan of Ripple or
No.
XRP, but
Right.
let's be honest, they're in, dude. They are in. I
Oh
mean, I
yeah.
think the SEC they just dropped it. I think they're done.
Well,
I
yeah,
think
I mean,
I think they're
things are going to
done.
get really, really. I think by June of next year, that's where we're really going to see the impact of Trump regaining the Oval Office,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because he doesn't really get in until January. It's what, January 6th or whatever it is.
Yeah,
So,
January 6th.
and then um, we got to give him time to implement stuff, and then for us to see the effects. That's why I'm thinking,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's it's gonna.
And the crazy thing is that what we're talking about right now, like this bump up in crypto, this is just the beginning. I mean, that's
It is.
crazy to think that. What's even more crazy is that people that are just getting involved in Bitcoin and crypto now is just like their mindset is like, oh yeah,
All right, so I'm going to show
70,000.
one other thing. When I was doing a search for any new articles,
Yeah,
I found this. I haven't really opened up any of them, but it's all like Bitcoin hits new all-time high. Bitcoin surges 10% above 76,000. First mover America's
yeah, dude,
hits all-time high, close
freaking love that.
and on victory. Bitcoin hits record as pro crypto Trump wins.
See,
Significant
there it
amount
is,
of
pro
capital to be
crypto.
unlocked for the crypto ventures.
Yeah,
Bitcoin price skyrockets. Is 100,000 next. Trump victory creates 11K new Bitcoin millionaires.
dude, amazing,
Right? It's just so wow. Trump elevates victory Gensler to look for a new job. Who will be the next SEC chair?
dude. Yeah,
Bye
he's done.
bye.
He's done. He is
Oh my
done.
God.
There's going to be a lot of trimming of federal jobs. A lot of trimming.
Like,
It's gonna.
yeah.
We're
Like,
gonna be mowing that lawn.
I saw a post. One of my friends posted on a on one of the social medias I'm on, saying that with AI, the 87,000 IRS agents that we have, that could be done with like 500 people.
Wow.
But who knows? That was just someone
Well, and you
joking.
and you
You
know
know,
that it's a serious
this.
possibility with what's going to
Well, no,
happen
they got a
because,
lot of different agents, so they can go out and do all the audits and get more tax money from people.
well, exactly. But think about this too. Like who's going to be a part of that process? Elon Musk, you know? So here's a guy that's already got a track record and proven record of what he does to companies like X, you know?
Yep.
He absolutely annihilated the the trimming of that. Like there were so many people that were working for Twitter, and he was just like, "Yeah, you're fired. 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 Fired." I mean, dude, he went in and
Right.
just annihilated, and
Oh, he cleaned house.
he cleaned house, and he's got like I think he's got like I don't know if this is true, but I thought I heard something along the lines of he's going to try to trim like $2 trillion of unnecessary spendings. 2 trillion.
Wow.
And I'm like, all right, how? Where? I mean, what? Like that's a crazy number, you know? But that's part of his goals, I believe. And
Yeah.
dude, this is gonna be a really, really exciting next 4 years. I'll tell you what, man. I really believe that.
Oh, definitely. Hey, I'm trying to find, I don't know if you can pull up a chart. I'm just curious what Bitcoin's price projection is, year out, year in, year out for the next like until 2030. You know how we pull those up? For some reason,
Yeah.
my computer, I think my internet's lagging. Every time I try to open up anything new, my audio starts getting choppy. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wonder, what the projection is for Bitcoin price in 2030.
Bitcoin price projections. Let's see if this one's anything good. So you're looking at the top three predictions of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple XRP, 73,000, blah, blah, blah. Cancel that. Don't know what that is. Um,
Yeah, I would just put in, did you just do like price prediction Bitcoin?
I was looking at price projections,
I would just put in price prediction
price
for Bitcoin,
prediction.
Bitcoin price predictions, and then I know links come up.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
big things
I
are going to happen.
they really are. I mean,
Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's so exciting.
this is crazy. There's no way. Bitcoin price prediction rallying. Oh my word. I don't know about that. This
Put,
is quite the prediction here. Rallying to 500,000 to launch a major 14,000% rally. I don't know about that.
yeah, let me see.
I mean, I do believe that we're going to see a $500,000 BTC, but not for a while. I mean, I would be so blown away if we actually saw that this year or this coming year. I mean, rally alongside BTC in 2025. It's set to rally 14,000%. Bitcoin soars to 500,000. Some market experts have compared the WLTQ to Bitcoin, although both different cryptocurrencies designed for unique uses. However, the similarly these experts point to
All right, so I
uh
got one. I
yeah,
got one.
pull that one up because I think this one's
I'm gonna
a
just
little bit outlanding bullish.
yeah, I'm just gonna have to scroll
Yeah,
though. All right, come on. Getting used to
a
the
little
new
insane.
setup with. All right, here we go. So 25 price prediction. They go month to month.
Yeah, there you go.
Come on, stop. Oh my gosh. Leave me alone. All right.
Dude,
So they're saying,
those are still pretty insane predictions
so
right
the
there.
maximum price they're saying
Holy
for
crap.
2025, I'm just going through, is going to be 177,000. And they're saying that's going to be in August of
Insane.
2025. It's
Yeah.
going to be the peak of Bitcoin.
Very, very
Hmm.
doable, but wow.
That's, that's a time frame I was thinking. But now we go to 2026 and you can see back to a bear market.
So they said
Let's see what happens.
175,000.
Yeah, 177,000.
I mean, you
Oh, and then what
realize,
happened? 2028, things start turning around a little bit. Right. Here's the 2028 election. It's back up to 153,000.
see that
It's going to
puts
peak at
Bitcoin.
160,000, right? So now we're going to roll into 2029. In 2029, that would be the next bull market. This says Bitcoin would be 300,000.
Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Let's see what it says in
Even to be $175,000 Bitcoin, you're looking at
right.
almost a $3 trillion market cap.
I know, right?
I'm just trying to wrap my brain around those numbers. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Absolutely insane.
All right, man. I gotta go. Ran a
Yeah,
little
so do
long.
I.
So
Yeah. All right. Hey, dude, exciting stuff. Hey guys,
excited.
just to let you all know, I think we're gonna be on We'll be on, is today Thursday?
Yes.
We'll see you guys Saturday morning.
All right.